Well, it's our last match of the day, and it's Atomic trying to start it off with a bang, but Tho says no, and here goes Oli to set up Mike Boy. And this team, SLY, has been deadly with their team plays. Feels like they deserved better than they got in the upper bracket. This is Ixo to send one away, and Luminosity has to find an answer for a SLY team that has opened a lot of eyes here in the spring.
This ball pushed down, and you got to think for Luminosity, you can't take their once performance with Ixo you got to give it with a little bit of a grain of salt with how Moxie has been performing overall. So maybe they do have a little bit more in the tank against Tho with Ixo, but I still think that SLY hold the edge in this matchup. I think they have had higher highs than Luminosity have had, and SLY have shown strength in multiple game modes. Tox going underneath. Luminosity might show us something that we weren't able to see against Juicers. But as far as the 3v3 goes, you gotta like Mike Boy as he puts in the first goal.
Yeah, Mike Boy's shot not sent out of danger. And it is indeed SLY that strikes first. Now, for Luminosity, just imagine their bad luck. Now, obviously, in this format, having a ones main, it's incredibly valuable because sometimes that player can shift into twos. We saw that indeed with Chronic last week. But get this, their 1v1s have been against Moxie and Luis. You talk about having to go through Murderer's Row. I mean, you just chalk up an L for every 1v1 at that point.
I mean, that's brutal. That's why I think
they're going to be relieved to see someone. They're going to be relieved to see someone like Tho,
I feel like that's winnable
player.
For yeah. Oh yeah, you're not like at the top of the ones leaderboards. That's cool. Maybe I have a chance. That's why I feel like you can't completely count Luminosity out on this, but I still think the SLY are stronger in the 2v2. I really like Mike Boy. You can talk all day about Oli and Tho, but I was saying it last SLY match as Atomic puts this one in. I'll talk about Mike Boy later, but good goal here for Atomic. Long shot clear and by everybody. Little ghost touch by Tox.
Oopsies. Still about 3 minutes to go, a long time to go. We've seen some high-scoring 3v3 games, especially early in some of these series. Mike Boy indirect for himself. Oli downfield as well, trying to get in everybody's way, or just score from the doorstep. Oh, what a save, though, made at point-blank range, and then Tox turns it into a goal. I'll tell you what, this Tox, one of the better defenders we've seen, and he quickly turns defense into offense.
Not sure what Tho was thinking on this play. He sees Atomic he sees Tox up for this ball, but he keeps driving forward into the neutral zone, and he's not going for it. So maybe he's thinking Tox wasn't going to get as deep of a touch as he got. I don't really know what Tho's thought process there in midfield was, but that's not what's going to get it done. That's now 2 times a Luminosity ball has sailed over the entire defense of SLY, and they've been given the lead.
2-1 that lead. Still in the early stages, about the middle now of game 1. Oli waiting
again,
and he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, but fortunately the shot's not on target. But yeah, again, just kind of caught up, spectating maybe a little too much, wanting to get involved in the attack. As Ixo just ahead of Mike Boy. Tho will crisscross with him. Now here comes Oli. Never afraid to dive in. Oh, what a save by Atomic. Again at point-blank range and sent away as Luminosity used their get-out-of-jail-free card and almost turned it into a goal.
Oh man, and Oli's touch, he got a high bounce off the ramp. If that's a little higher, it's literally just a rebound right into Luminosity, and it's a guaranteed third goal. Instead, that bounce on the ramp was perfect. Ixo had to jump at an awkward angle just to keep control of the ball, and Luminosity only have a 1-goal lead. Well, nope, there's the 2-goal lead. Right there on the pass, picked them apart again. SLY have no defense right now in the neutral zone. You see Tho pull back, and he knows Ixo's there, but he's not defending the pass. He's only defending Ixo's approach. He's got to get up in that challenge a little quicker. Knowing that Tox is on the far side, knowing that the pass is available, that's a tough spot for him to be in. But when you're coming back like that, the best choice you can make when you've got enough boost in the tank is you got to turn up field and you got to try to make that challenge rather than trying to defend the pass. It's always going to be higher percentage in that situation specifically to go for the challenge rather than go for the save.
Tox will dump one in as Tho has to chase it down at his own back line. You know, maturity is always a hot topic within the Rocket League Pro scene, and I would think there are very few players that have had more of a maturing process or made more progress there than Tox over the last 365 days as he's up to challenge this. Not just off the field, but also on the field. He's become far more reliable than ever before, and it really started to come through at the end of RLCSX as Tox got a piece of this, and Atomic will send it away. Nearly a second goal for Solary, and instead now Tox quickly up, but not enough boost in the tank, and Oli will score over top of him. Big break for Solary, back within one with 37 to go.
A good steal from Oli here. Like you said, Tox, he only had about 35 plus, and he had to jump awkwardly off the side of his car to try to get to that ball, fighting against the momentum that he had going to the left side. There was no way he was going to get to that challenge in time. Oli picks it apart, and Luminosity now only have a 1-goal lead. I still like the creativity from Solary on offense. They've had a couple of really close looks at the net, and they're certainly trying to trip up Luminosity on some of these pushes. It's not just, you know, one trick and done for Solary. They're absolutely trying to mix it up with sometimes a couple passes. Sometimes you'll see Mike Boy drill the ball with an air dribble. This team is showing that they're capable of mixing it up, but at the end of regulation, they need something now. Tho pops this up. Oh, he's pre-jumped, and Ixo wins the touch and wins game 1 for Luminosity.
Everybody could tell that ball was in field. Ixo was up light years ahead of the play, and Luminosity does indeed take game 1. Led by a huge defensive effort by Atomic, his 4 saves out of the 7 that the team had. And it will be Tho picking a 2v2 for on behalf of Solary here. So a little surprised
I don't think either team
they
wants
wouldn't
1v1.
just go with the ones. I mean,
I don't think either team wants that.
You don't think either team wants ones? It's
No,
all
I don't think Solary like ones. I don't think Luminosity like ones. I don't think either player that are the one specialist for their teams really wants the series on their shoulders. Stacks. I don't think they want that.
So we will indeed
they don't have the player.
2v2. Everybody's asking who's going to play, and Oli just kind of sheepishly throws out JG is going to play. And let me tell you something. You think nobody wants to play ones? Nobody wants to see JG7 on the pitch. Sorry, James. You know, we will see who is...
JG7 shade.
Yeah. And he's in here, by the way. He is hanging around in the lobby. There is room for coaches, of course, to kind of hang around. That's something that we haven't really touched on a whole lot, but... You know, that's been a huge topic around the scene. It's kind of waiting for the day that becomes commonplace as we go into game 2. It is 2v2 by Solary's choice. Tox and Atomic taking on Oli and Tho. So this will be the first time we've seen Oli in the 2v2. And then Oli gets promptly obliterated by Tox, and Atomic scores.
Oh, right off the kickoff, they go for the fake. And it pays off. Tox fakes the kickoff, gets the demo, and Atomic gets a nice little double tap. And like you said, Stacks, for Solary, no Mike Boy this time. And I'm actually kind of surprised by that. I feel like Mike Boy should be in 2v2. I think he's way too solid of a rotator, way too solid positionally to not have on the pitch. But Oli and Tho are really quality. We'll see.
You know who else thinks Mike Boy should be out there? Oli, after he ate a demo 5 seconds into the game and watched a goal scored right behind him.
You wouldn't have got demoed. You would have just got a clear.
Exactly.
So you're saying Oli's like the Arsenal of EU. He just wants to sit back and you know, collect the free wins. Look at that. Now Oli doesn't feel so bad, does he?
Yeah, he made that one look easy. He had all day as he beat Atomic, and there is no Tox to be found. Oli ties it up immediately. That's a great answer, too, because, again, he hadn't played any of the 2v2s up to this point. Gets demolished right into his first 2v2. Comes back quickly scoring. As Tho will try to leave that for Oli, who nudges Tox out of the way, give him a little stiff arm, and walk it home. Why hasn't Oli been playing the 2s?
Absolutely not. That's a nice little move to get around, and Oli pushes it right through them. I mean, that opening kickoff, you think, okay, I like the statement you make with the fake kickoff at the start of the game. But now Solary have just wrested control. Any momentum that you built off of that was immediately snuffed out. You didn't even get a chance for the flame to build at all before Solary took the lead in the first minute.
Oh, they have caught Atomic diving in multiple times here. And Tho is just having a field day playing around him. Atomic shot here does not beat Tho as he's just up in time. And trying to catch Tox, maybe coming up a little too far as Atomic might have to turn on this. He does, but only beat him. And now Tox got the boost and the ball. What can he do with it? He's got Atomic chasing down Tho, and Tho avoids contact, makes the save. Great concentration out of Tho as his focus is rewarded with a clear, but here comes Tox again. He's got Atomic trailing in behind, and Tho might have beat him, but Atomic didn't get back in time. It looked for a moment, Jorby, like he might have been able to pinch that off the post, but he just ran out of gas.
I think for Atomic, he was really relying on Tox to at least drill that ball and neutralize the 50 in front of the box. He just kept inching forward. He saw Tox had control, and then all of a sudden, the ball, you see it just drop. Here's another fake kickoff. Atomic did bump this time, though. Oli drops it down, keeps control. He gets the last laugh this time. But it's just that last play stacks. And thinking about it, Atomic creeping up like that, he didn't expect the ball just to drop off of Tox's bumper, and he got caught out from the boomer. There's another demo for Oli, but no goal taken away.
They're doing a real good job doing all the things that we all hated as new Rocket League players. Like, they're stealing our boost. They're going for bumps and demos. Come on, play the game the real way. They're doing all of that with a lot of success here against Tox and Atomic. There's another demo, another boost steal, but a shot that goes right to Atomic as he came back in time. And Tox will grab his back corner boost, leaving Atomic all alone, and he almost scored. That solo effort right at the halfway mark, and Oli cuts off the pass attempt, and Tho will finish off that defensive effort. That's another job well done defensively by Solar, and they've been solid on defense, but the combination of CRR and Dorito just a little bit too good earlier today. That's a good win by Oli to keep that alive. Tho's going to be able to turn on this as Atomic again goes screaming by the play, but Tox will hold down the fort.
Yeah, Solar got the better reads on the 50s. Oli on that last one, he dropped the ball in front to neutralize it in front of the box. He's got a good head for it right now. Now a full tank off the ceiling. Atomic to contend with, right in an awkward spot for Tox. He can't even get to it. Oli just takes it himself. He says, you're not going to clear it? I'm going to take it. But Tox finally falls back down onto the ball. Tho's going to try again. A quick hit off the ceiling. Lands quickly. Tho still with control, but forces the 50 against Atomic, or rather Atomic forcing the 50. It's really all about perspective, isn't it, Stacks? And some perspectives are wrong. In which case, that perspective was wrong, and Tho's going to push it forward. I can't go back. I can't go back and explain it now. We're too far past the point.
No, don't worry. I felt that in my soul as someone whose perspective is normally quite incorrect. It's Atomic met by Oli, and Tho will just kind of wait for Atomic to bring this across, but he's got to get back in a hurry. This is a dangerous play. Bounced right out for Atomic, and as Tho let that ball go, I think he kind of knew his goose was cooked.
Yeah, that good initial 50 from Atomic. It makes Tho's read a little awkward. He comes down, knowing, like you said, knowing he's going to have to defend that shot. It was going to be hard. And Atomic, he put some lead into that one. 112 kilometers per hour, and that was off of Tho's car. Good luck. Oh, no way.
Oli almost got that one to stay inside the dotted lines. But now here comes Tox. Pinch that with Tho, and, well, Tho got the second touch to send that off to the side, preventing an easy look from Atomic. It doesn't have to be easy for Atomic to score. He can, at times, do it at will. Tox around Oli. Tho waiting on the ground and just watching as Atomic scores. He's got nothing in the tank here, so you can't really blame the guy. He's at Atomic's mercy, but this game is all tied.
I just don't think he expected Atomic to jump for that ball initially, because you see him kind of turn inwards. He's not back of the box. He's not rotating in towards the net. He's going forward. And then all of a sudden, Atomic flies across on his screen, and you see Tho just kind of hit the brakes afterwards. And Atomic puts in another one. Atomic, 4 goals now. This one off the kickoff. That's a good catch. Puts it on the far side of Oli and then above him. It's great control. It's just a good play from Atomic that time. He catches Tho out on no boost. What was he going to do the first time? The second time, Atomic does it all by himself and puts in the 4th goal for Luminosity and just might steal this one away from Solary and put this series on match point.
Luminosity has gone nuclear here in the last 90 seconds as Atomic got that away from Tho. It's been all Luminosity and another one.
Oh, what happened to Solary? A complete meltdown in the final minute of the game. Oli, why are you jumping for that? There's 20 seconds left, but you can't jump for that. That's a free goal you're given. You gotta be able to grab that ball in the corner. You gotta think in 2v2. You just gotta score with time left. There's no way that Oli was gonna win that touch. He was in desperation mode. You can understand why he made the decision, but that's the type decision you gotta make. And it was the wrong one for Oli. 5 quick goals from, or really 4 quick goals from Luminosity. And look at the Atomic, 4 for 7. Tox picking up 2 assists and 5 saves. And now Luminosity are heading into a 1v1, dropping their controllers and saying, Ixo, bring it home, baby.
Oh, it'll either be Ixo or Atomic. We saw both take on Luis P earlier today. And, well, hey, neither had any success, but then again, you know, they played Moxie and Luis, so, I mean, what do you expect? No, it'll be 1v1s between 2 teams that absolutely, I'm sure both these teams might even be asking the admin, hey, sir, can we, like, go, like, Tho versus Atomic for the first, like, 90 seconds, and then tag in teammates for...
Mid-game switches.
Yeah, right? We will see. I'm curious to see who. I mean, I have to imagine it'll be Tho.
Should go Atomic. Oh,
I would go Atomic. After that performance?
Well, I think if NA taught us anything, you play the hot hand, even if they don't have all the ones experience. I think you go with Atomic here, and you try to catch Solary out. Ixo didn't play that game. I'm not saying that he's cold. He's probably sitting in free play while the game, or he's in the lobby still. So that can't even happen.
Put in Snasky. Let's see Snasky versus JG. Let's go.
Season 4, baby. Let's go.
It'll be Atomic and Oli. All right.
Okay. I feel like...
I'm not surprised they went with Atomic. Oli, I thought they would have gone with Tho.
I actually think this is the right call. I feel like Tho was looking uncomfortable in that 2v2. And I think Oli did look a little better. And I do believe in these types of scenarios when it's not a clear difference in skill to play which players are playing the best. And right now, I think Oli and Atomic are the 2 players. I mean, screw it. Put Mike Boy in. I want to see Mike Boy play some ones. He might do it. He's got a good head, surely.
You do make a good point, though, especially where Oli actually had a really good, I would say, the first 3.5 minutes of that game, Oli was fantastic in the 2s matchup. And then just Solary collectively vanished at the end, and Solary, or Luminosity took over, particularly Atomic took over. So here are the 2 standouts from that 2s matchup. Atomic just getting there for the save, stopping Oli's breakaway effort. Now he's got the flip reset. Looking for another? No. Atomic there to stuff it away. But Oli not done just yet. Okay, now he is. He let that ball get away. Atomic not wasting any time picking his spot. But you can tell neither of these players are one's mains at all. That's going to roll up and away. So Oli going to have to deal with a little bit of frustration as that gave Atomic just enough time to get back.
I do think that they still have good approaches. I like Oli's approach again. He loves dropping that ball down and trying to neutralize 50s that way. You can easily punish that by pulling a little bit off the challenge and letting the player roll that ball into you, pop it up. And it's going to be harder to roll into a 50 that way. But Atomic, oh, scary 50, goes off the post. Oli controlling, he's got boost. Atomic nullified with only 19. Here's Oli again, just can't really force the issue. Atomic cuts off the post. And Oli's going to keep control, though. Swings and whips around fast. Atomic can't get there. Yes, he can. Perfect save. Now he's got the breakaway. Oli trying to get back. He's able to recover. Atomic took his time. Now he's got to deliver, but he can't. Oli cuts off the post again. I do feel like Atomic had a chance there. He'll pick up the demo and leave very far off the ball.
Yeah.
He was expecting the midfield boost, didn't get it, and I think his threes brain kicked in to go immediately for the corner.
Oh, it worked out.
Goal, though. He's going to get the goal.
Big brain play.
Why is he going to get the goal?
Yeah, listen, Atomic, he's never too far away. He's only exactly as far away as he needs to be. Baited him in.
Oli. This is what killed him last time. He's too aggressive. He's got to pick and choose his battles. You can't get caught with no boost in the opponent's corner in 1v1. Especially when Atomic's already got full control. Oli's going to get this one back. That's a nice return goal off the kickoff. And again, Stacks, what happened in the last 1v1 that Oli played? Where did the vast majority of his goals come from?
Yep.
The kickoff. This time, it happens again. So he's able to neutralize, able to stabilize. Let's see where it goes from here.
Both these players probably will be relieved to know this is the last 1v1 they have to play today. Because you have to imagine, no matter what, Luminosity would have the choice for the rest of the series if they do drop this game. But you have to imagine they'll go right back to 2v2s, and then just because they can't do 2v2 again, they would pick 3s, where they were also successful, but only by 1 goal. Oli, it felt like a 2-goal game. There's a late goal, and now Oli right past Atomic. That's the opening he's been waiting for, and he gets one not off the kickoff this time, but after a long rally as Atomic can't keep up with him.
Yeah, Atomic learning real quick that you can't screen that close against Oli, especially when you only have 14, as Oli still had his flip when he came off the wall and easily punched it away. Now Oli's won another kickoff. Atomic side flips off the ball completely, and he can't recover. You look at him he literally side flips on the near side of the ball instead of into the ball. He side flips off the ball, and that results in an easy goal for Oli.
Like a broken record, Oli scores a kickoff goal, scores a kickoff goal, scores a kickoff goal. All right, here we go. 2 minutes left. Atomic scores a kickoff goal. Ones, everybody. 2:01 to go. It's a 1-goal game.
But again, it's because of how you flip into the ball. There's 2 different ways you can flip on that standard kickoff. If you're on the left side of the ball, you can flip out, in which case you'll likely just lose the kickoff. Or you can flip into the ball on your side flip, and you'll get exactly what Atomic got right there. A win as Oli flipped off the ball and got within 1. But Oli's got control again. He's got the reset, got the touch. Atomic's got the save. Might have the turnaround here really quickly. It's a good catch. Gonna swing around, trying to bait Oli in. Oli not gonna bite. He's taking the ball away for now. Oh, Atomic got a little too greedy. You're gonna get punished for it. You can't cut in on that ball. You can't let the ball sail past you in 1v1, and Atomic does so here.
And he got caught on the wall, too. He couldn't get out as quickly as he would have liked. The ultimate arena, the ones battle, going to Oli so far, but still 1:38 to go. And now, of course, all eyes on the kickoff, where a lot of goals have already been scored. Atomic just got to pop this away so Oli can't run into it, and he'll gladly bring this back to his own zone. He doesn't need to chase this at all. Up 2 goals, 1:20.
Oh, he's awkward.
Oli, he's got a piece of that as Atomic had to clear. And then Oli bumps Atomic away. He's just nudging him again. Well, you can't play the man for too long, and the shot's going to be wide.
Yeah, it was tough. He had to
got him again.
Oh, he's done. He's done. It's done.
God. Holy cow.
I think you mean holy Oli. Pumps him again. He's the bully. Oh, man, there was nothing Atomic could do. Oh, that was so dirty. Tho left the match. Tho couldn't look at that again. Literally, he scored that. It says Tho left the match. I'd leave too. My goodness.
Yeah, go team up with Mike Boy. Get some passes in. Get something. Minute to go. Oli has it in the bag with a 4th goal, or with a 6th goal and a 4-goal lead.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, this is just what Atomic did at the end of that 2v2. Oli's just paying it back to force a 4th game. I have to imagine if you're Luminosity, you just go back to 2s, yeah?
No, they won the 3v3.
Well, yeah, I mean, they won them both, but I mean, the way Atomic dominated at the end of the 2s, I just figure you go back to 2s and call it a day.
I mean, they dominated in that last minute, but I got to imagine Solary go back to Mike Boy, and then you won't see nearly as much as you saw last time. It's not exactly over here.
No. Hey, this is
42
well
and
within
3 to go is
goal
plenty of
range
time.
that Johnny Boy's talked about. So, yeah,
well, look, man, it's 1v1.
Seen a lot happen.
Anything can happen.
Oh yeah.
42, you can score 5 and 42 if you're good enough.
You score a lot more than that. We saw Moxie darn near do that. Here goes Oli.
Moxie's Moxie.
Yeah, that is true. He's built a little bit different. gonna try and waste some time here. I like that play by Oli, but you do have to be a little aggressive just to make sure you put this away. And that little turn there will probably do it. That forces Atomic to burn a lot of boost, and then nobody touches the challenge. And Oli just gonna roll this out, but Atomic, if he can get a quick turn, down to 12 seconds, get one in front.
You gotta go.
And he didn't. Oh, he hesitated for a moment. I think he had, you know what happened? I think he was scarred a little bit by what Oli did to him, just kind of bumping him around at midfield.
He threw out the
for that, for that 5th goal. And all of a sudden, Oli will salt it away, and Solary has a little bit of life here in this final series of the day.
Oh, man. Yeah, at that point, you just got to turn and go for that shot with 15 seconds left, down by 3. I mean, sure, you're talking miracle territory, but I'm not sure where the okay came from for Atomic. I think he was expecting something. I have to look at that. I have to look at it again to see exactly what he was seeing on there. I don't know what he was so upset about. Besides the fact that he lost 6-3 in the 1v1 and Luminosity got to play more.
Well, we're going to go to 3v3s, as Coach Samaski will call it out. And, well, now at least you got some momentum for Solary, and this is the other side of ones that we don't normally see when we're talking about pro players because, let's face it, their mental game is far superior to that of the average player, but the way that game ended for Atomic, I just wonder if there will be any lingering effects as we go into 3v3.
I think he'll probably... I'm not going to make speculation. We're just going to see how he feels here in a second. I think this kind of... I want to say it favors Solary, but they didn't win the first 3v3, so how can I say that?
They didn't, and it did feel like they got outplayed in that 3v3. Like, yeah, they only lost by one goal, but it was a late goal. It was a late goal that got them back within 1, and they didn't really have a good look coming down the stretch. We will see, though, as Tho will try to score early. Tox is in the way. By the way, Tox exists, as this is sent back downfield. Ixo will send one out. Oli, after the demo on Atomic, double tap, bang, bang.
My God, everything he does just looks so good. He gets the demo to clear some space. He gets to go the full midfield shot on the double, and that's just pretty. It's clean, Stacks. Everyone's like, oh, I've seen a million double taps. It's not that special, but it's the cleanliness. You always respect the room when it's clean. You respect the mechanics when they're clean. And Oli, that was a nice one.
Although trying to follow it up with a flip reset goal, significantly less impressive these days. And Mike Boy got around to this and to just send it across, make Tox burn some more boost. He's quickly out to mid. Ixo met by Oli and still managed to stay with the play. And there is Mike Boy. You know, even though we've seen all of these different variations of goals time and time again, I mean, hundreds of times, literally, in either case, it's still so impressive to watch this game played at this level by players who, surely it must look like it's in slow motion for them as they play. Mike Boy gonna quickly send one downfield. Atomic will let it go to Tox. Ixo looking for the midfield boost, didn't find it, but he's still in position to challenge Oli here, but it goes right by Tox, and Atomic was also caught up a little far again, and that's been a theme in this series, Jorby.
Well, he was expecting a touch from his teammate in midfield, and then the touch kind of goes awkwardly. It goes by him. But, I mean, honestly, second and third man can't be pushing up the field like that when you don't have full control of the neutral zone. Here's a long pass to Oli. Does connect, but Atomic was on top of him.
So what I'm gathering is, Jorby, your advice, just for life in general, would be for somebody to find somebody in their life who has as much faith in them as Atomic has in his teammates.
Not if you want to win at Rocket League.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't say that would work out too many times.
Got it.
Unless you're on G2, in which case you know that the 50 is going to happen, and, you know, whatever. Oh, Tox just getting that touch out.
Oh, that's a good demo.
I just think it's such high risk, high reward to sit second, third man in midfield like that when you don't have clear possession of the ball, you don't have a clear beat on where exactly the play is going to go, and you don't when a 50-50 is about to happen. You simply cannot just have complete faith that your team is going to win the first 50 and your second man's going to follow it up, and you as third man can just play upfield with no risk. It's just not how it works. You're playing a lot of risk by pulling up that way. There's a tough balance to find with that in the RLCS. Obviously, things aren't standard like they are in your everyday Rocket League, but you got to find a way to cover all of the options, cover the passes, cover the potential loss as well. The 3 players, you got a lot you can cover. Luminosity having trouble, but stabilizing here on defense. Tox trying to push it down. You see Mike Boy harassing Ixo. He's going to chase him the whole way back to the net, but Ixo got the save.
Concentration there by Ixo. He knows he's under a lot of pressure. Still makes the save, but Atomic whiffed that on the corner. And Tox will still send it his way, but Tho's going to be up there. Atomic burned a lot of resource. Now he's back full. Even lands on the ceiling. Again, slow motion. Oli will pop one up. Everybody clears out, though. Ixo's got this all day, but he's going to have Tho in his face. Now Tox, trailing by 1. Oli, right at Atomic. Back and forth they go, and oh no, that's dangerous. Oh boy, we saw Rezi end it with an own goal in overtime last series, and then what a clever touch by Oli to set up Tho downfield.
Oh, everything kind of breaks down. You see, Tox, he's in a good position, but that was a fantastic midfield grab from Oli to set up Tho. He liked Tox positioning. He didn't get overzealous on the play, but then Oli comes in and he steals the day again. And that's when SLY end up looking their best, isn't it, Stacks? When Oli is scoring or when setting up plays like that, or scoring, either way.
I know the 1v1 skews these numbers, but I just love it anyways, as Tho will make the save. Oli's got 10 goals in this series. That was his first assist as he sets up Tho for his second. Atomic will roll one in, though, with 1:04 to go. And here comes Luminosity again. And if you're SLY, you got to be wondering, oh no, is this going to happen again?
And Oli got demoed on the back end. He would have been there for the defense, but he had spawned just as the ball was rolling into his net. Luminosity, with a little bit of physical play, put themselves in position to tie. Oh,
Ox rolling onto one, and he rolls it in. Here comes Luminosity again, as SLY again breaks down the stretch.
And it comes off of a nasty 50 from Atomic. He forces the ball to the middle, and the rest of SLY were still rotating back. Nobody had a response for Tox, who was waiting for just exactly that moment on the 50 to strike. Just like that, Luminosity have eaten up SLY's lead. Mike Boy gonna push forward, but it's taken away by Ixo. And Luminosity gonna play on.
Oli will pop one up for himself. This will fall right to Atomic, and the worst nightmare being relived as Tho made the save this time. Oli gets around Tox, and Ixo came way up. Atomic's got to race back. The shot is wide anyways, and that bought Atomic and Luminosity a huge break. Ixo had to pause to grab the midfield boost, and he can't get back around on this ball with 22 seconds left. Mike Boy right at Atomic. Tho is waiting, and he jumped, but Tox had him beat 7 ways to Sunday, as Oli just avoided getting dunked on by Tox. Down to 10 seconds now. Mike Boy up top. Oli went after Ixo but missed, and Tox can't quite get this away, so Atomic will send us to overtime in a game that SLY must somehow find a way to win after having victory ripped away from them by Atomic and Tox. Mike Boy might have just done it, but Atomic and Ixo will clear.
I think Luminosity did try to go for another fake, but the cheat up by SLY neutralized it. Tox forces the 50 up in front. Atomic shot immediately denied. Now SLY trying to get the counterattack.
Oli, edge of your seat stuff, but this time saved away by Ixo, but Tho will cut it off. He's got Mike Boy in the mid, but Tox will send it away. Atomic is there, so too is Oli, and that's a great job by Oli, not getting obliterated on the wall. That's a little wide, and Mike Boy will send it away.
Oh, Luminosity, I've been really impressed by Atomic's rotations. He's been playing almost a consistent third man for Ixo and Tox. He's gonna have to race back again. Tox gonna come back in to take that ball out. But Atomic has been making sure this back line is clean. He hasn't taken himself out of the play really one time. He hasn't gotten caught cheating up either in this overtime just yet, or even at the end of regulation. But here comes SLY. Ixo just caught in the corner, and Mike Boy misses the ball. Here comes the transition. Atomic touch up close to the ceiling, but not off the bounce, and it's taken out by Tho. SLY survived for now.
That's just a big, powerful clear by Mike Boy to relieve pressure. There's no intention of starting a counterattack, but they might have accidentally just done so. Oli beats out Ixo. Tho's up the ladder. Off the ceiling, and Tox will have it. And Ixo will send one downfield that Mike Boy should have easily. He'll catch and try and dribble, and Atomic in his face immediately. This is awkward for Oli. Ixo realizes that. Now Atomic for Ixo for the win.
Ooh.
It's just wide, and Mike Boy. Oh, a lot of other players might have panicked there, but not Mike Boy, and Solary stay alive.
He's stoic, Stacks. So many times in Solar
Careful, Asura has
situations.
no idea what that word means.
Pass out into the middle. Though, slips across Tox. Now a hard shot, but Ixo is there. Takes it away off the post. Mike Boy, another catch, 32, and a dream. Wanted a pass, and that dream is dead. They got to try again from their own half.
Oli up to the ceiling. He's trying to conserve what boost he can, but he's got to use whatever he had left to race back and get involved in the play after Mike Boy makes the initial save. Another Savior medal for Mike Boy. He's had a few today. That's only his third save of this game as Oli and Tox collide. And now Ixo, tough ball to read, but he's got it out of the corner and around Tho. Now can Mike Boy do anything? No. Oli had to wait out Ixo, who was gunning for him. And that's a great win by Oli. Oli put in a lot of effort there, and it's paid off.
His 50s are getting nastier. Mike Boy deleted. Solary not able to really get control of the neutral zone. They've got 13 shots. They need a 14th. Mike Boy's not going to get one. They just find a brick wall anytime Atomic's behind the ball. Oli sends that one down. 2 touches, but those also jumped for it. It wasn't the best clear from Luminosity either. Ixo gets in the way on the 50, but this has given Solary time to get back, and now an easy clear for Oli. He tried to keep it close, but he gave it up to Atomic, forces Tho up on the defense, and Ixo was playing on the far side as third man. Solary not going to be immediately challenged back to blue territory.
7 shots from Oli, 6 from Tho, but nothing net worth there. As Oli will catch. He's got Atomic coming in after him. Tox, awkward liftoff, and Ixo's just got to bounce one away, but it goes right down the middle for Mike Boy. Here comes Tho, out to the corner. That's got Atomic swirling around, and Tox tried to get in Oli's way. I think he got a piece of this ball, but it wasn't enough. And then Atomic off of Oli. This could be the break that Luminosity need, but no. Tho actually screened Atomic away, and this goes right back into blue territory. Now Tox can finally get one onto the orange half of the field, but again, not for long. Mike Boy has just kind of been the repellent, sending it right back onto the other half of the field. Not getting involved a whole lot in the offensive end of things, as he'll send one downfield. He's as forward as he's been in a while. And now Atomic shot, easy save, and there's nobody on the weak side except Tho to chase this down.
Tox gonna grab the follow-up as well. Solary able to pull out. They've got the boost now. Tho gets a hard clear. Forces Tox to have to respond. Almost a full game of Rocket League played. Chronic pushing this one across. And Oli will recover. It looks scary. He was able to control the ball, though. It's taken away by Ixo. Tho hops over Atomic. Now Tox is all by himself downfield. Oli, with control, couldn't really put it away from Tox, who does good enough to keep Solary out. How about the work from Tox at the 5-minute mark?
He has become a significantly better defender than he was in his time with Giants. And that's saying something because he was a solid rock there as well, but nobody's there. Tho had to get there in time, as I think it was Oli who was just respawning.
Doubled.
Yeah, that's a,
I thought they were going to push.
Break for Solary. Tox for Atomic on the doorstep. Luminosity advance to tomorrow. They advance to the LAN. Solary go down in 4, and it's Tox to Atomic, who does it again in the clutch.
Oh, that was nasty from Atomic.